Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Crusaders of the Lost Idols weekly live stream. I'm one of your hosts, Erika, the live services manager for Crusaders and the community manager for Codename Entertainment, and I'm joined by the lead artist on Crusaders, Kat.
Hello.
So we'll be going over the broadening coloring sheets first thing this morning, and then moving on to a fun and simple little sketch.
Yeah. Lots of blue in this one. I like the darker skinned Apelian with really blonde hair.
Yeah.
And as always, I love seeing everybody's submissions. I'm not opening the wrong thing. Well, fine. I'll do this the hard way. The multicolored pastel wings are a nice detail. And the green and gold is a really good color scheme. Makes them both look pretty devilish with red skin, though.
Yeah. I think there's an X button at the bottom of the window.
There it is. Why are there two different photo viewing programs that are almost exactly the same?
No idea.
Anyway, here's a nice one with markers.
Mm-hmm.
I like what they did with Zorobon's hair, just adding some color streaks. And a really nice color scheme for Apelian that fits really well.
Yeah.
And here's one of the AI colored ones. Very sunny. Which is, kind of out of their element, which is interesting in itself. And just these little bits of blue.
Still got red eyes, though.
Yeah, got that right. I believe this one is Bungo Bunces, and in the background, oops, an daisy. There we go. We have a little hidden squiggles.
That's one weird high school.
Well, I mean, like classic art or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Yeah, always fun to see those. Oh, and here's that very nice one. Unfortunately, I haven't remembered that person's name again. I think it was Auralis or something.
I think so.
I like the feathery texture on the wings. Looks really nice. And the sparkles also. I just love this like painterly thing that they go for. It looks really good. All the shading on Zorobon's face is really impressive. Yeah. Very, very cool. Oh, and a nice pencil crayon one that went into a lot of detail in the feathers. That looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And outlining the outlines, I guess. It looks really nice on the pixie wings. And multicolored bats in the background. Oh, a smallish one. A very purple. It just looks extra angry with black skin somehow. And a very monochrome Zorobon, but looks good.
Yeah.
And this one almost makes him look more like what are they called? An Eladrin from 5e for some reason. Just made me think of that. Very like spring summer colors with green and sort of fiery wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh. I completely forgot about this one. Markers, if I had to guess, they look like Copics to me. They've got that nice brush tip. Yeah, I really like these red-tipped wings. And Apelian's hair and wings are also really nice.
Yeah.
Lots of good work in the wings, just overall.
And the wall has texture, too, on the floor.
Yeah, that's a lot of extra effort. Looking real good. And here's a digital one that did a bit of shading. That's cool. Makes Apelian look a little more like a goblin or something with that kind of green.
Goblin wings.
Yeah. And a very, very red Devil Zarbon. But they both look really nice. And they got little bits of extra shading here and there. That's always helps to flesh out. All right.
All right, this one.
Now that's color.
Yeah.
Oh, a sequined trench coat. All the rage. Oh, that's very fun. I do like... Is that... Yeah, there's a little squiggles inside the pumpkin.
Oh, wow.
I first saw it and thought it was just like a swirl, which is also fun, but I was like, wait, is that... You can't hide them from me. I enjoy looking for them, though, so
Yeah.
Please try and hide them. Here's another digital one that went through effort of putting in shading and also shine, and looks really good for it. I like all the little details of like the leather for Apulian,
Yeah.
and also the the nail polish on Zorobon is really great.
Wow.
Oh, and then a pastel version from that same person, which is it makes me smile. It's good.
Yeah.
The pastel goths. And another one. I like the pink and the blue. Those are really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and another AI color, also very pastel-y. I like what it did to Zarbon's eyes.
Yeah, it's a cool effect.
And I like the blue for Apulian and another red-skinned Zarbon. The little green sticking out goes well with the purple, which is nice. I like the two-tone wings here, and having Apulian in all black, but because it doesn't go right to the lines, you can still make out all of his shapes.
Yeah.
Which is, for once, a good limitation of the paint bucket tool. Like recoloring the lines for Apulian's wings, very effective.
Yeah,
And,
more of a gossamer effect.
Yeah, this one's sticking close to the canon colors, as it were. Oh, and I believe that's the first one again. Yeah. So, as always, thanks to everybody for sending in stuff and participating and just generally having fun with the coloring sheets. You know, things have been a little sort of rocky lately, and they will kind of continue to be so for a little while. Just got things to catch up on and stuff. But as Erika mentioned, just gonna do some more chill, sketchy things. I've got the taskmasters up on my other screen here, and I'll just see how many I can fit in. And of course, ask all of your questions about the game, or about art, or whatever.
So we've got some regulars in chat. We've got JS Random Numbers, In Cadaver, Stormcrow, Slab of Lartuge, Green Samurai, GSR, Leptimus, Ian Sam, Belcact 210. We got Rusty Knight asking how goes it, Erika and Kat?
Not too bad. It's a little chilly this morning.
Yeah, it's going fairly well. When we were doing the Copics one, Rusty Knight said it reminded them a bit of Raven from Teen Titans.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got Cisco saying hello from Austria. Thanks for joining us.
Ah, hello.
And they also want to know when we're getting new talents. And Stormcrow, it's new talents, after season 2 comes out at some point. Stormcrow also says Squiggles is always watching.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay typed in the question document, Kat sees all squiggles.
I got an eye for detail. What can I say?
And Hardball UK is wondering, did we all have a nice Thanksgiving break?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I had a very quiet, low-key Thanksgiving just with my mom. But we made a roast in my slow cooker, and it was super duper good. I still have leftovers.
Nice. Mostly reading and lots of prime rib stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, it's always nice to have an extra day, but then the week is short.
Yeah.
SOTF says, a floating sword shield combo would be a cool taskmaster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. Would definitely work well with clicking monsters.
The sword attacks and the shield just stays there. Or does the shield do a smash?
Hard to say.
Whichever one's easier to animate.
They're both about the same, honestly. It's just tweening.
Kedgear, can you share any more info about the upcoming hero at this time? Which one? I guess they mean emos?
Yeah, I would assume they mean the Halloween Crusader. They like bugs.
Yes, we are taking into account the fact they like bugs. Goes well with your avian clue from last week.
Yeah, there you go.
Gregatrim is asking regarding how damage reduction works. I know it's capped at 95% reduction for each target from a Crusader's ability, but when you have multiple Crusaders giving damage reduction, do they stack, and if so, multiplicatively? Let's see if I've asked Kevin that before. Wow, that's an ancient question. It's from 2018, but I don't think that's the answer I wanted. No, I think I have to ask him if it's multiplicative. So I will ask him. So it looks like you've got Azazel and Grim Reaper so far?
Mm-hmm. I'm just adding in the I think it was called the False Idol from one of the anniversaries.
Oh, cool. Pull out the idol. SOTF is guessing the new Crusader will be an anteater if they like bugs. Green Samurai 23. Any signs of life for the new dungeon season?
there's life.
There's life. I will be dropping a teaser blog about it later this afternoon. How about that? It approaches.
It comes.
Slab McLard Huge, I hope you are both doing well. The clock tower approaches. Any chance season 2 is coming today? I'm sure you know, but those of us at higher idle counts have nothing but chest runs for weeks now. Can it release without the new gem progression stuff if that is the holdup, just so we can actually do something other than missions that produce less idols? I mean, you have a 5% idle mission, so it's okay. Those are working. It's not coming today. Like I said, I'll have the teaser blog today. We discussed with the co-founders about separating it from the rune system, but we are not separating it. They will still launch together, just so it has a bigger impact on drop.
Yeah, they're pretty tied together, especially as like rewards go. So, just seemed to be the better idea.
And Kevin got back to me, Gregatrim, they do stack multiplicatively because additive would be bad on the damage reduction. Rusty Knight, any hint on the Victor skin for Emo's New Moon?
Can I give him a tag?
Sure.
Animal.
Nice. Fanon asks, rune system, what did I miss? I was just explaining that we will not be separating Season 2's launch from the rune system debut, because they're pretty well hand in hand. So, they will be coming out together, but we will be having a teaser blog later this afternoon.
Well, I think if people have avoided like data mining stuff, we haven't mentioned that it's called runes.
No, and Kevin said all the back-end stuff is gems, so the data miners are weird.
Rune gems, gem runes. It's all a surprise, kind of.
Kedgear says that means werewolf, Victor, with the animal hint.
Could be.
Zerbrew says with the bug hint, it could also be a meerkat or a warthog.
You're just leaning into Lion King now? I do like that movie a lot, so it's kind of a safe bet. Weirdly.
Just Turkey says, animal tag Victor, interesting.
Oh, speaking of animals, sorry if you hear my cat. Hey, you. Come here. Yes.
More cats. Cat.
Here he is. He's being kind of a butt today, but I'm putting up with it because I had a bad dream about him dying, so. He's old. Oh, yes.
Oh, that was the weird thing about Nick. He wants to take in all the old cats and give them a good last couple of years, but then, like, you're just gonna have the cat dying all the time.
Yeah, I don't think I could deal with that.
Yeah, that'd be hard. Although my mom's like, well, once the 2 older cats die, I'm just gonna stick with the 1 because 3 cats is too much now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And at least the one, like the younger one, is independent, so she doesn't need cats for company. Like all the other cats we've had so far, they've always liked company better. Like they've never liked being single cats. SOT Up says a man bat vampire for Victor. Hybrid, that would be cute. Lexi Ree, Emo does need a friend.
That would be nice. He's a lonely guy.
Well, he's got a weregoat. I mean, he's got Wolf King. He's got friends. Cassius, werewolf Victor. Isn't that a real Ghostbusters spoiler?
I don't know.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the 2 Ghostbusters movies. Those are only Ghostbuster stuff that exists.
To be fair, I have actually heard the real Ghostbusters is pretty good, especially, for a cartoon, but yeah, I never watched it.
Lexi Ree says, Cat's cat is the next Taskmaster.
He wouldn't do anything.
Just calico-y, like, type of color. Just sits there.
Yeah.
Flicks his tail.
Sleeps.
I mean, we do already have 2 cat Taskmasters, but
Yeah.
there are different color cats we can consider. GSR says, I still remember that Victor was supposed to be added as a skin for 3 Crusaders that were added in a skin shop update.
It's true.
I think, yeah, we did mention that on stream.
Yeah, I think we teased it before we realized we had to cut it. It's all time, and feel free to blame me, because especially when it skins, it's really just me, because it's all art.
Well, we did get help with the season 2 skins. That's cool.
We did. They are fantastic. I hope you guys like them.
I'm sure
I think
they
you will. Yeah.
Slab McLarchute says, I've mentioned the gem mechanics on stream and on Reddit, so I don't think that can be considered leaky anymore. Could Season 1 dungeons reopen so we can do runs in the meantime? My mention of missions was a joke. Obviously, a random 5% idle mission that shows up monthly-ish can't be considered active content. Just looking for a way to actually play the game, thanks. We will not be turning Season 1 back on. Season 2 is coming soon enough. It'll be back to normal soon enough. And he also says, I told people to save their rubies many times. That is what I mean by gems, whatever it is you spend those on. Well, yes, you'll have some ruby stuff to buy with the rune system debuting. SOTF. The real Ghostbusters and Extreme Ghostbusters were good. The game was good. The mutilation of a reboot should be forgotten. Oh wow, Rusty Knight. Truthfully, if there was a Taskmaster that enabled that April Fool's Day joke where the Crusaders talked, that would be nifty. That could be one way.
Yeah, that's something that comes up every once in a while and is always a little bit surprising, but...
Yeah, the talking Crusaders.
Yeah, nice to hear people liked it so much.
Yeah, I think it was one of the less offensive April Fool's jokes. It might have just been too frequent still, maybe, possibly. Or something with the dialogue bubbles maybe caused lag for some players on older machines. Roke77, hi Erika, do you have any ETA for a possible Tiernan DLC? Would love to be able to run APOD more effectively, thank you. We aren't planning on any new DLC drops this month, and next month we've got the Extra Life DLC drop, but we could probably do a Crusader drop as well, depending on art.
Yeah.
Aw, Starinda, sorry if someone asked already, but are we getting the Magra coloring sheet soon?
Unfortunately, no. I don't have time to devote to it. In-game assets with deadlines have to come first. I'm very sorry.
GSR, so what will Catalysts do? You said we should save them too. They'll be instrumental in unlocking the slots where you put your runes and in leveling up your higher level runes. So you will need lots of catalysts. Lots. But new players will still be able to participate. Just Tricky 2, by the way, is fixing the Steam chat on the to-do list. It's getting worse with connecting over the months. Still on the to-do list. It involves Kevin diving into the esoteric chat server code, so that could take more time than we expect. So obviously other updates come first. SOTF, talking Crusaders was fun. The everything is bees kind of just made things unplayable. Pretty well if you didn't memorize what the upgrades were. And then they say, yes, the chat servers seem to be running on a ghost and a prayer, and is now dealing with an argument between an atheist and an exorcist. Yeah, no, that's fun. Lexi Ree, I'd rather you do the game assets so we can get new stuff. Magra will come soon.
Yeah, that's the intention.
Speaking of art delays, kind of, sorta, related to that, I have been saying the Emo's New Moon event will start next Thursday in my Reddit Q&As, but we've decided to push it back to October 29th. There was room in the event schedule to bump it the week, and then that gives Kat time to make all the art.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Zebru, I'm feeling like a little dragon just sitting on all those treasure chests and catalysts. Can't wait to use them. Hardball UK, have you considered having moderators in the chat rooms on Steam? If there's a player that's annoying you, you can mute them. That's what the mute button's for. And we do check the chat reports occasionally and read the chat logs and take action if necessary. Belcac 210, will the runes be Satyr specific, or will the system be about runes affecting everything? The Crusaders will have one specific upgrade to themselves, and then one bonus for having total levels of runes, although that's not going to be on debut, but it'll be coming soon. So those will be unique to the Crusader. And then, depending on their tags, they have different bonuses applied. Jabble, interesting idea of Crusaders talking, maybe the way Pokemon do, just their names and squeaking voices. Oh, no, we wouldn't do any audio related to Crusader names. Yeah, just the chat bubbles we had.
I like to think most of the Crusaders are a little more intelligent than Pokemon.
Yeah. Belcact 210, does that mean the idea is for dungeons to come out next week? Oh man. Yes, we're doing our best to get dungeons out next week. Bunga Bunch just checked last week's stream. Erika was the first one who mentioned the rune system. Can't blame the data miners for everything. Yeah, but players were asking questions about a gem system, and it's been in the game for players to data mine for about 3 weeks now, so there's been some back and forth there.
Yeah. I definitely remember being surprised when you first said it and assumed it was in a question, but I don't really look at the chat as much.
Yeah. The runes, like you said, because the back end's all gems. Mentioning the official name as runes last week. Yeah, that's me.
I see.
Zerbrew, on a note from the Dragon Lair, thanks for all your hard work, drawings, new content, etc.
Thanks. We do our best.
Just Turkey 2, kind of hoping some Crusaders will be revived with that rune system. Looking forward to it at least. I keep feeling sad for old Crusaders or the ones with only 3 or 4 tags. Yeah, but that's basically all they have to go for them. Is like they have DPS or gold, and they don't have any, like, real support stuff. Rusty Knight. It would be harder for Detective Kane to solve crimes if all he can say is Detective Kane.
Yeah. How do you interrogate somebody?
The Pikachu movie worked, but well, that's because the kid could understand him, I guess.
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer 96. Will the rune system change up current formations at all? It could. Depending on how you want to put things on your Crusaders. It could. Lexi Ree, if you want a quick color sheet, give us a pumpkin to decorate for Halloween.
Would have been a good idea.
That would be quick, yeah.
Well, as you can see, I'm sort of going straight into inking lines with this one, so maybe can at least give you a mini coloring sheet of an imp and maybe a Grim Reaper or something if I get there.
Yeah, maybe. Teasing the weekend promo. It is the invested in shopping weekend promo. I was trying. I was using the golden epics to inspire the weekend promo names. So, since it's a golden epic vest for Agent 79, she's obviously included in the buff, and there will also be buffs to Gold Panda, Shenna, Mildred, and Langley for the weekend. Lordig 100, I have a question. Does your gold bonus apply to silver chests when you open them? For example, if I have Gold Panda in my formation, does that increase the gold in a silver chest when I open it? Thanks and great game. The Gold Panda's gold upgrades are upgrades, so yes, they would apply, because the silver chest gold is based on the offline gold formula, so that takes into account any Crusaders static upgrades and your idle bonus and your trinkets and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if it does active abilities while you're online, but definitely Gold Panda's upgrades would be taken into account. Just Ricky, Mildred, and Langley. Yes, those two are included in the weekend buff. And then Slab and Clark, huge. Mildred and Langley buffs on a weekend when there are no dungeons. Arg. Well, who did I buff last weekend? Mindy's buff last weekend was just DPS, so not the end of the world for last weekend's inclusion of Mindy. Zerbru says, thinking about taskmasters, what about a little candle? That would be unique. If I remember correctly, there are no candles just now. Perhaps around the time for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little living candle would be cute.
Yeah. Or we could go with Evanescence Soul Cake Ghost as a taskmaster.
Oh, yeah.
Rupulus PL, can you tell us if rune system will be linear, same for everyone, or with mutually exclusive options open for personal customization? Same for everyone, but obviously your RNG on what runes you get will depend what slots you can fill on a Crusader. Rusty Knight, you have likely been asked before, but would it be possible to add tags with no other use other than to mark things like projectiles, speedsters, or things like that, just to more easily see such ones? Yeah, we do get requests for the projectile and speedster tags.
I don't know if it's been mentioned before about having it just be like an organization method.
Well, I mean, they do like to see which ones count, like for, oh, this one's projectile Crusaders only objective.
Yeah.
Having it not do anything. I can check with Kevin and see if it would be able to not do anything.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I think that's a nice idea. I like organization.
Yeah. Although there's some Crusaders on the fan-made speedster lists that I don't really consider speedsters, but so that would be slightly different from the players, but it could be worth looking into. Cerule1 says, I applied as a 2D artist to Codename a while ago. Been so anxious about it for the past few weeks. Oh, well, thanks for applying. As I believe it is mentioned on the website, they will only contact successful applications for interviews, because we've been getting a ton of applications because we've got a bunch of job postings open. So as much as we would like to reply to everyone who applies for a job, we're only contacting successful candidates. So it might be that the resume just didn't fit for what we were looking for at the time.
And I assume even though a bunch of us are working remotely, we still want people who live on the island.
Yeah, living on the island is definitely a high prereq.
Yeah.
Just Ricky 2, how will we be able to disenchant runes that we can with legendaries, or it isn't going to be that easy? Once a rune is leveled up, there's no going backwards, and you'll need a special item to remove runes from Crusaders. You won't be able to just remove and reapply willy-nilly. You'll need a special item. Kedgear, how far ahead are the conceptualized Crusaders at the moment? Specifically, when is the first tier 6 DPS Crusader coming around? I do know that one. I'm planning on having the Thanksgiving Crusader be a DPS. Just because then there's the glut of DPS Crusaders from past tiers, so with Christmas and Pool Party and Carnage Cup. Otherwise, that would mean a Easter DPS Crusader. So, Thanksgiving DPS Crusader. Zerbrew. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Evanescent. It's kind of candly. They and a Candle Kid would go nice together. Yeah, could assign the Candle Taskmaster to keep the Evanescent leveled up. Not worth the effort. Just eliminating possibilities. Guessing the new satyr won't be a skull stork, part life, part death, two sides of the same coin.
That's all I'll say.
A skull stork. That'd be so weird. I guess if it's part life, part death, it means the dead part is the head, so you can actually have a skull. And then the body would still be alive.
Many ways to interpret that kind of thing.
Yeah. Zodi is saying they would still like to have some help in migrating their spreadsheet work to the Crusaders wiki. I can add that back to the Q&As, see if we can get you some help. Bellcac 210, so how RNG are we talking about? I guess that's for the runes. You'll be getting runes as season rewards, and like specific runes as season rewards, and then there'll be the rune chests. So depending on what's in your rune chest opening, that is your RNG for your runes. Cyril, I'm from Toronto, dreams shattered. I hear you though, lots of applicants. Have you thought about automated responses to ease anxieties? I will mention that to Dexter.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be really nice. Yeah, I can definitely imagine that kind of anxiety of like, oh, did they see it? Is there... Yeah. Sorry to shatter dreams, but, you know, maybe someday, or a studio local to you. Don't give up.
Yeah, no, I keep encouraging my brother. It's like, if you like art and you want to be an artist, just friggin' draw. And then get a Twitter account and get commissions. Like, it was like, oh, but I got to apply to a company to do art. And it's like, well, but you need to practice to do art.
Yeah.
It's like, because like Adam said he was almost there, because I did try and get my brother in at Codename. It was like,
oh yeah.
And Adam's like, no, he's not there yet. But more practice.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I remember before we hired Georgia, because I recommended Georgia and another classmate, and the other classmate was the same sort of situation, that like, oh, really close just for like XYZ. And I remember Adam offering to like have like a coffee with her and sit down and talk about, you know, things to work on or whatever, but I don't know that it ever happened because she lives out in Sydney.
Yeah. Nah, but then, like, I told my brother he needed to practice, and then, like, for a couple months afterward, when I would call my mom, she's like, he's just drawing all day now.
Aw,
so maybe
that's
he's
good, though.
Better.
Yeah, I've always liked Eric's analogy of the 10,000 hours thing, because it is pretty true. You know, I had 3 years of college focused on art, and then before that, you know, I was drawing all the damn time.
Yeah. But yeah, I can definitely mention it to Dexter, especially now that he's got Jay helping out. Well, Jay could even bring it up to Dexter.
Yeah.
Because Jay is on the C&E Games account, moderating chats and grabbing your questions for us. Cassius, so the skull stork, the one who has to take the babies away if, well, the unfortunate happens? Ooh. Reverse stork. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. Rusty Knight, I guess the stork could be completely skeletal, but it's carrying baby animals for the life section. That would be cute. Zebru, by the way, I'm pretty happy about the taskmasters being saved with the formations. That makes the idle work more idle. It's been a while, but I didn't talk about that. So another thanks. We'll pass that along to Kevin.
Yeah. Nice to hear. Cisco 51 asking again when we get the new talents.
So as I said earlier, I would like to have new talents once we're done with launching Season 2 and the rune system, so. And Slab McLaritude says, other than the initial rollout growing pains, the TMs being included in saved formations is fantastic. Beating Scholar says the stork could have a backstory that he lost his life due to protecting the baby he was delivering.
Aw. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you guys are now sort of honing in on the thing that I like about creating Crusaders. You just kind of come up with the concept, and then you just sort of keep building on it with extra ideas, and it sometimes becomes something really, really special.
Gragachim, going back to the damage reduction, is there a global cap on how much damage can be reduced, or is it just whatever the max number of 95% stacks you can get is? It would just, well, since it's multiplicative, it would just be approaching 100%, although if it does ever hit 100%, that would be a bug and we should revisit how the math works.
Yeah, wasn't there a time that Dark Griffin had some kind of thing to make
They do.
100% damage?
Yeah. Well, yeah, when we, it was either a weekend buff or the legendary, and we're like, snap. Okay, capping. Yeah. Yeah. Probably a combo of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, just applying a flat multiplier to the damage reduction, that's not good. Not worth the effort. So instead of an event on the 22nd, will we get a code for rune chests? I guess it would be an off week for next stream. So I'll consider it. I'll consider giving a rune chest, but no guarantees. Just Ricky. Wait, is the event moved up a week up for the 29th? Yeah, the event has been moved to the 29th. Just due to all the things and trying to get the seasons ready for launch next week. SOTF with the talents, is that when you're capping the currently uncapped ones? Any hints about where the caps for them will be? Yes, the next talent update would include the capping of the uncapped talents. I was thinking about capping them where they fall off into the super expensive part, but we might actually look at rebalancing the numbers as well before we cap them. Dids999, any update on the season 2? Trying to release it next week. Nexan, and I will have a teaser blog going out this afternoon. Probably late this afternoon because I still have to write it and get images. Nexan, please, for the love of God, allow us to delete formations. Having 1 to 5 full of old formations is annoying. I mean, you could just save empty formations in the meantime, and then you don't screw it up. Not worth the effort. So just to be clear, the rune theme is use at your own risk because there's no going back. Pretty well, yes. Kegier, how many rubies catalysts would it take to get all the runes? Providing that's how the system works, I mean. Well, let's see. For a level 15 rune, I believe that was 16,000 level 1 runes approximately. And then about 1,000 catalysts to get a level 15 rune. So a lot.
A long-term thing.
Long-term thing, yes. It's not instant power.
I want you guys to have something to work towards.
SOTF, perhaps we ought to have a baby raptor with a ghost sheet as a taskmaster and call it Boo.
That's extremely cute. I like that. I don't know when we're next doing taskmasters necessarily, but try and keep that as an idea. There's been a lot of very cute and spooky ideas this stream. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, I was still thinking we do a taskmaster for Extra Life, because that's just like... Or but that's not enough draw, and then the charity doesn't get money. I think some people would still appreciate it. Because it's for charity.
Yeah, I mean, the charity part is also supposed to be a driving factor, so...
Yeah. Lexi Ree, are you still thinking you want dungeons on a Wednesday? Or just aiming for next week and we'll see what happens. I know Kevin's doing his best, so. Zerbrew, I'm off for today. See you the next time. Bye.
Bye.
Cyril, have you thought about Arabeth from Neverwinter Nights for Idle Champions? I will pass that along to the Idle Champs team. Rusty Knight, we appreciate all the hard work involved behind the scenes that all of you are doing, whether it be art, ideas, systems, coding, or whatever else is needed.
Thanks. It's nice to hear.
Just click and drag the task or the idle. Yep.
That's what layers are for.
Yay. Cisco says a behind the scenes video would be cool. Not worth the effort. Can we has skin teas? Well, we already told them animal for Victor's, and Victor is the emo's new moon skin. Dungeon skin. Do I want to use the dungeon skin? No, I'm not going to tease the dungeon skins. It'll happen soon enough. GSR, will runes be limited to level 15 or unlimited like legendaries? Given level 15 will take forever to get to, they are limited at level 15, also because that's just a pie in the sky number to balance for. And we are still thinking of capping legendaries at some point because that's just overpowered too. And will there be achievements tied up for runes? Yeah, I do have a list of achievements for runes. Not worth the effort. So the runes theoretically magically change a clicker into the greatest DPS ever. No, they wouldn't go so far as to change what power. They wouldn't change click to DPS, DPS to click. Left to miss. There's already a boo helping out in Idle Champions. Different kind of boo. And Lexi Reed says, looking cute cat for the sketching.
Thank you.
Slabbing Large capping legendaries. That is news. Interesting. Yeah, there were a couple that definitely need to be capped because they just break the game. And I was just thinking blanket cap for all of them because players are still only in the level 16, 17 range, so could still put a cap on them for a reasonable amount of power. And that's still a ton of materials you need to get to hit the cap anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Bunga Bunts, any hint on how high the cap would be? I was thinking level 20 caps on legendaries, but we'll see. Switch Pal Player, thanks for the chests. Another great stream. Y'all have a great weekend. See you next time. Bye.
Thanks. You have a good weekend as well.
Do we mean actually break the game or just like super OP? I think it was actually break it when Kevin was doing his testing on where the legendary cap would definitely need to be in place. But that's been a while since we looked at it. Not worth the effort doing his mandatory bringing up of a Sailor Moon Crusader.
I appreciate the effort.
Slabbing Guard's huge. 20 sounds like a good cap, something that doesn't retroactively nerf something anyone could be legitimately doing. Yeah. Cisco. Kat is painting a very sad idol.
He's supposed to be cute, but he did turn out a little sad. I'm going real fast. I want to get you guys something.
Well, I guess it's because the curly cues look like a tear, maybe? Or
I think it's also
shape.
it's this shape on the top of the eyes.
Anime sad eyes.
A little bit, yeah.
Lexi, he's got the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
Jabble, all the best and less meteorological chill for all you. See you next time. Thanks for all your hard work.
See ya.
Jay says the idol's eyes kind of look like that one emoji that has the sad eyes.
Oh, yeah. The one that's sort of looking pleading. I could see that.
Yeah. And then Fainan's like, just draw a smile on it and it'll look happier.
Yeah, tiny little smiley mouth.
I don't know. That somehow makes it sadder.
There, much bigger smile. But idols don't have any mouths, so not this time.
Rusty Night, I think someone took the false idols candy.
Aww. Someone told him he wasn't real.
Right, because he's a false idol.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean? I'm doing my best.
And then Just Turkey 2 says, it's rough drawing so detailed within an hour.
Yeah. This has turned out really well, though.
Yeah.
I'm happy with them. They're cute. They're pretty simple. And, yeah, I think after I can slap on the other things and we can actually put this out as a coloring sheet. Yeah.
Nice.
Just a simpler one.
Mm-hmm. So just, season 2 teaser blog later this afternoon. So I'll do my best to get it out this afternoon. Emos is pushed to Thursday, October 29th start. The weekend promo is the Invested in Shopping promo with buffs to Gold Panda, Shenna, Mildred, Langley, and Agent 79 with a Golden Epic vest for Agent 79. Final comments. SOTF says the idol looks a lot like that little white spirit thing from Princess Mononoke.
Yeah! I think they're called kodamas. I have a bunch of them as like tiny figures that I put in my plants. They're really cute.
And then Leptimus says it's rock candy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then not worth the effort. Curse you, false idol. You bring no monetary gain.
Oh,
Aw.
but he's doing his best.
Poor little idol.
He just wants to help.
And then Bungo Bunt says, I remember there being the spinning vortex black hole thing in the game from an escort as an in an objective. Could that be a TM?
Oh yeah, I think that was a really cute one that Georgia did.
The very cute black hole.
Yeah.
I guess it would just need a quick animation, and then it could technically be a Taskmaster.
Think so.
Yeah. And then Rusty Knight. You know, I could see a false idol as a very cool gingerbread man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that makes sense. Just put the patterns on.
Mm-hmm. If only I could hold a piping bag of frosting, that might be tempting. Yeah, so that's been our show for Thursday, October 15th. Yeah, it's the 15th. I've been Erika, that's been Kat. Thank you to Jay behind the scenes, and thank you to the community for being awesome and showing up today. And the Reddit Q&A will be back on Tuesday, and we'll be back on stream next Thursday, and we'll see you soon. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.